I think it's pretty obvious. First, the US economy is growing better. Consumption is coming back faster. The overall economy is better than the Eurozone one, even with headline unemployment figures being allegedly acceptable in the Eurozone because there's a lot of furloughed jobs. But I think that the earnings season also showed yet again that the United States had much stronger earnings than the European indices. And finally, buybacks. Many talked about the end of buybacks in 2019. They didn't end. Obviously, the United States companies continue to buy back their shares, and they're benefited from those three elements: buybacks, a much better growth in terms of the economy, and also much better environment in terms of earnings, despite the downgrades. The comparison there's absolutely no color.
Obviously, we're coming into a fresh trading month. Do you think there's an opportunity in September for a pickup as far as some of these European exchanges are concerned? We did talk a lot about the potential for a meaningful rotation on the back of maybe some dollar weakness, but also the prospect of this pandemic relief fund being put to work. That seems to have faded somewhat, but what about September?
In my opinion, if you want to invest in Europe, you want to invest in fixed income. Equities, at least in the large components of the indices, continue to suffer from being very traditional businesses, very mature businesses with no earnings growth, very little earnings growth, and very little margin power. So actually, funnily enough, one thing that happens is that if you want to buy based on the catalyst of the recovery fund, it is the larger companies, the conglomerates, that are going to suffer the most, because those are the ones that are being benefited from the perspective of getting a little bit of help from governments, but they're also being asked to keep their prices low and their margins weak, and not to conduct the efficiency measures that they were told to. So I think that one of the things that you need to do, in my opinion, if you want to invest in Europe, is to go out of the safe and larger components of the indices. There are very good companies. There are very good companies in consumer staples, in healthcare, and in technology. And if you want to invest in Europe as a whole, you'd rather be in fixed income rather than in equities.